And welcome back to Digital Trends Live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, however you find us. We broadcast live here every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, bringing you tech headlines, news, and interviews. And we like talking about tech for change, tech for innovation, tech to help people. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. Today's segment is sponsored by Qualcomm Technologies. And I'm very excited about what we're going to be discussing. And it's technology to help people with disabilities, and in particular, those that are legally blind. We're going to be talking about the eSight electronic glasses. Really great product. Excited to get into it. But I want to introduce our guests that are joining us here for this segment. Here in studio with me, we have the VP of Marketing for Qualcomm Technologies, Don McGuire. Hello, Don.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for being in here with us. It's so excited to discuss this and get into it. But I want to make sure that we get our other guests on here as well. So joining us, we have Charles Lim, who's the Chief Technology Officer for eSight. Hello.
Hello, Jake. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hey, Charles.
Doing good. All right. So, Charles, thanks for joining us. Let's start in with this, though, because we want to walk through this process and this partnership that you have. So, Don, let's start with you.
Sure.
Why is Qualcomm investing in this? Why are you helping to bring this invention forward?
So most people know Qualcomm for our Snapdragon mobile platform, which powers most of the world's smartphones. But as our business diversifies, we're seeing that our products and technologies are actually getting into the hands of more and more inventors and creators and actually powering and enabling more products. So it was really exciting for us to see when we found out that the eSight folks had created these glasses for the visually impaired, utilizing our premium tier or derivative of our premium tier platform. We were so excited about it and so humbled by it. We wanted to expose eSight, and the glasses and the product and raise awareness for it, because we're just really excited that people are taking our platforms and doing amazing things to help change people's lives.
That's got to be a great feeling, being like, oh, this is something that we created and they're using this for that. Want to get involved. Charles, going to you, what was your inspiration for inventing this? Like, what drove you to create this product?
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you very much. And I think eSight was actually created by Conrad Lewis in 2006. So he's actually a Canadian electrical engineer with two legally blind sisters. So his motivation to actually create the device was to make sure that his two sisters who are legally blind have the ability to function as normally as possible, to be able to work, to be able to see, to be able to be independent, and be able to do the activities of daily living. So that was the motivation for the device.
That's great. I mean, what a wonderful story that is, and I'm sure we all have somebody in our lives who's been affected by something like that. So he took this and went out to create this. Can we walk through the device itself? Because I want people to understand exactly how this works and what it is that's in front of me. This is actually sitting right here. Can you walk through it for us and give us some of the technology behind it?
Of course, I would love to. So eSight is essentially electronic glasses. For all practical purposes, though, it functions like an eyeglass. So you would put it on just like a normal eyeglass. And at the same time, eSight has its high definition, high speed camera that actually looks at whatever the wearer is looking at and captures those images. It then takes a lot of those images and then processes it and runs it through our medically validated advanced image processing algorithms that then allow us to present it enhanced in our own near-to-eye screens in virtually real time. So it's very low latency type of device. And then at the same time, what we do have is the ability to tilt it up and down. So the device tilts up and down, which actually allows the user to retain its native peripheral vision, which essentially grants true mobility to the actual user, which is very amazing, and very few devices have that. Finally, we also have our own remote control that controls everything. And that remote control allows you to change the zoom factor all the way up to 24x, for example, change the contrast. You can take pictures with it, or if you want, you can also do streaming videos to your eSight device. Does a lot of stuff.
So it really puts the power back into that person, and empowers them to live a normal life and be able to see things that everybody else is getting to do. That's a really amazing product. Don, back to you. What was Qualcomm's role in this?
I mean, like you said, this is an amazing product.
Yeah.
And kudos to eSight for coming up with this amazing device. What's really great about them taking a derivative of Snapdragon is that our platforms are so small and integrated, and they have this right balance of power and performance. So the platform can fit into a device like this, but still allow for all the advanced multimedia capabilities at a low power, and also small enough so the thin and light design actually can be created around it. And we've got all these cores that help power the different functionality and features that Charles just mentioned. For example, we've got an image signal processor, which allows for all the camera movement, multi-camera, high-resolution displays. We actually have our graphics core, which allows for different graphics layers, so for adjusting for people's eyesight. So all that's packaged into a tiny platform, but it really helps to bring eSight's product to life. And again, we're just excited that they chose Snapdragon and that it's working for this device so that these people can actually see for the first time. And it's amazing to see when we've watched some of the video of people putting these on for the first time. It's just really heartwarming to see kind of their expression and how they feel, because they haven't really either seen before or haven't seen it for a very long time. So it's just really great.
I mean, that's amazing right there. I mean, that's what technology is for, right? It's to better our lives in different ways. Charles, could you give us maybe some examples of some people who have benefited from this so far?
Yeah, of course. So we're very thankful and fortunate. We've been able to help thousands and thousands of users worldwide with eSight. But I'll give you some examples. So an example that we have is a person called Andrew Airy. So he lives with Stargardt's disease. This affects a lot of people worldwide. And because of that, he has lost vision in both of his eyes. For 20 years, he was not able to see. He couldn't see his bride when that happened. So when she walked down the aisle, he wasn't able to see it. But when that actually happened, we were able to recreate a lot of the detail of his wedding day, so he's able to see his beautiful bride again. And a good video of that is actually presented on our website. So that actually shows you a lot of the stuff that he's done on that side. We do have another example. For example, that would be Christy Poteet. Christy was actually born with retinopathy of prematurity, which is a rare disease that actually occurs in premature babies. So without eSight, Christy could only see light and dark. Now with eSight, she's able to pursue her own dream of owning and starting her own art studio, which is actually very amazing, and we're very honored to be able to help her on that. We do have another one. So we have another person called Bryan V. He is a legally blind 32-year-old that actually lives in Jamestown, New York. His story is also relatively very inspiring. So what has happened is Bryan has been living with extremely poor eyesight because of Stargardt disease, which affects roughly about 1 in 8,000 people. And because of that, he could not see, he could not read, he could not see the world around him, and he could not write. However, despite all of this thing, Bryan was very determined to pursue his passion of cooking. And he has been working as a line chef at a local restaurant. Bryan has recently found out about eSight, electronic glasses that help low vision see. And when he received his eSight device, because of that, he has actually further excelled at work, leading to a promotion. So now he actually runs the kitchen as kitchen manager for that actual restaurant. And with his eSight, he's able to see clearly, he's able to manage, do all of his managerial duties, and do activities of daily living. So we're very, very fortunate that we have a lot of very good stories of clients that we're able to help.
I think we actually have a little bit of audio from Bryan and just kind of the reaction to that we can play here for everybody who's watching live.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, you're pretty. We know. Oh, wow.
I mean, just right there, just seeing that reaction. I mean, yeah, that's changing somebody's life.
Absolutely.
You know, what was the reaction at Qualcomm when you were approached with this, like just internally?
You know, it's really interesting. We found out about this device and eSight after the product was already developed. So again, it was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
And as we're, again, like I said, we're diversifying, our business is diversifying so much, and we have all these distribution partners that are taking our products and again, enabling these inventors and creators to come up with these products that change people's lives. And so it was really exciting for us to hear about it. And so immediately we said, okay, let's call our friends at Digital Trends, and let's just get this thing on the air, because we really want to raise awareness for eSight, for the product, so that we can get this into more people's hands. So it's heartwarming, and it makes me so proud to work for Qualcomm. I mean, 30 years of innovation, and to have that kind of work that all of our engineers do and all of our inventors do kind of culminate in products like this, it's really amazing.
I mean, it's got to feel great for everybody.
Yeah, it's
everybody
fantastic.
Involved. Charles, for you, for these glasses in particular, what's the next step? Where are you at right now? Where do you see this going forward?
Yeah, so thanks to Qualcomm, actually, we plan to actually expand further into the healthcare sector. And we believe that with Qualcomm, with also our head-mounted display platform, our AI technologies and cloud, that we're well positioned to actually succeed in the healthcare sector as one of their leading vision platforms.
Well, it's such an exciting product. It's going to help so many people. And, for somebody out there who's watching now, I mean, I know people personally who would be very interested in this product, who would probably be affected greatly by this. How can someone get their hands on it? What's the best way for them to learn more information on it?
Yeah, I think because everybody has their own unique condition, my recommendation would be that they would actually go to our website at esighteyewear.com and complete a quick and easy screening tool. Or if they'd like, they're more than welcome to call also one of our advisors at 1-855-837-4448, and we'd love to talk to them.
Well, it's so great. And Charles, I want to say thank you very much for joining us to talk about this, CTO there at eSight, and just where we're going with this. You're doing great work. So excited to see how many more people this can help.
Thank you very much, and it's an honor to join you guys.
Thanks, Charles.
Thank you.
So again, that was Charles from eSight. And Don, I want to thank you coming in too. How exciting.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we're looking forward to actually bringing more of these products to you guys and to raising awareness and exposure of them. It's really exciting kind of what we're kind of unboxing, unpacking as we continue to find out about these great creators and inventors that are building products based on Qualcomm technology. So it's fantastic.
If there's an inventor out there who wants to get a hold, just contact Qualcomm. And
we have our Qualcomm.com. We have our developer. Actually, they can go to our website, www.qualcomm.com. They can click on the developer network. They can find the tools there. We're actually going to feature an article and a blog on eSight with more technical information, as well as links, as Charles said, to find out more about the product. And we're looking forward to working with eSight to bring this to more people and put it in more people's hands.
Well, thank you so much for being here today to talk about this. Looking forward to seeing what else Qualcomm is working on when it comes to products like this. And that's what it's all about, right? Tech for change, tech to help people out. And that's what we love bringing you here at Digital Trends Live.